Dear students, now after the summary, we are going to discuss this essay, Reflections on the Reawakening East, in detail. The writer associates the first rise of the West as a leading civilization in the 4th century, which was marked by the emergence of Greek philosophers and intellectuals and victories achieved by Alexander the Great. From that time until the fall of the western part of the Roman Empire in the 5th century, the West was leading in both power and civilization. So, with the fall of this great empire, the Western civilization declined and the power shifted to the East. The fall of the western part of the Roman Empire that occurred in the 5th century was caused by the series of wars between Romans and Germans. The internal conflicts among the Romans also played their part in the decline of the Roman Empire. After the fall of this great empire, the West sank into the Dark Ages and the East took over the power in military and civilization with the emergence of Islam. The light of Islam started to spread in all directions from the 7th century onward. On the other hand, the Tang dynasty in China was also very much civilized and culturally strong. Because of the great values and traditions of Islam and the glorious culture of the Tang dynasty, the East acquired lead in many fields of life while the West remained far behind it. The fall of Roman Empire in the 5th century also marked the beginning of the Dark Ages in Europe. For Europeans to call it the Dark Ages was the result of their indulgence in petty wars for gaining domination in power and authority. Such indulgence of the Europeans was termed as barbarism. There was also no social, cultural, or intellectual development as it was happening in the East. This backwardness was quite obvious and could be realized everywhere in Europe. However, it was only the Christian Europe that was sunk in the Dark Ages. Spain, which was an Islamic empire, was far more advanced than rest of the Europe.